At Cannings Purple, we start and shape conversations that matter, and surely one of the most important conversations you can have is one that ensures you're protecting your organisation's reputation. As professional communicators, we know that bad issues management or crisis response tend to lead to a dip in trust and reputation, but we also know that it's not usually the issue itself which is the problem. It's how you deal with it, how you communicate to your stakeholders, and how well you're seen to be responding in the aftermath. A great response to a crisis is vital, and that's why we developed Situation Room. Situation Room is a unique training product designed for those wanting to experience the pressure of a communications crisis in a safe environment. Players are immersed in an unfolding scenario with real-time social media interactions, authentic media inquiries, and internal communications challenges, all whilst watching the issue go viral across a variety of channels. Hosted in Cannings Purple's Crisis Suite and guided by experienced facilitators, Situation Room prepares your team for what a communications crisis actually feels like. We use things like traditional news bulletins and media reports, a host of social media content which may or may not require responding to, and real-world media calls, all of which require you to decide how to progress, what to say when, and to whom. Ultimately, practice managing a communications crisis in the digital age. We then review your performance against key metrics and behaviours which will be needed in a real communications crisis. Learn from decades of combined issues and crisis communications experience as your team practices how to prepare for, respond to, and manage a crisis. Only in Situation Room from Cannings Purple.
Situation Room gave us, I think, a false introduction because it was just so calm. You know, there was this morning news release coming through on an email, and then it started. The Facebook posts, the Twitter feed, the phone calls being left at reception, people calling and wanting responses to misbehaviour by senior management personnel. It was just oppressive, and we had to try and work out what response we were going to give, if indeed we would, and then make that as appropriate as possible, given we didn't actually have a lot of the information that people were requesting responses about. So we had to consider all of that, emulate basically half a day in 90 minutes of very oppressive thinking and working. It was a great example, a great test and preparation for any media presentation that someone has to give.